Real conversations, real solutions, real success.
Success is my religion.
Welcome to another episode of the Porch on the Success is My Religion podcast. we just poured our hearts out in another video that we recorded just a few minutes ago, and I didn't have the mics on like I did another day, but um
You missed a lot of gems.
yeah, we gonna circle back to it.
Yeah.
We had a good celebration of CJ weekend the last
Yeah.
5 days.
Yeah.
We
Appreciation month is in full swing.
full swing. We gonna at least my part of it. We gonna end it with a picnic today, which we're gonna graciously call a picnic instead of
Yes, sir.
a cookout or a
It's too hot to
barbecue.
barbecue.
Cause we ain't barbecuing, we ain't cooking nothing. We gonna go get some KFC.
The food will be hot.
It will
But
be hot.
it will be hot, but not from the grill.
Not from the grill at all, but it should be a good turnout. Last year it was like 7 of us, 7
Yeah.
or 8 of us, and then this year it's gonna be like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
That's double. So it's good to be consistent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we definitely need to be consistent, and I don't know about you, but I like look forward. I like to look forward to things. So not only all this month has it been CJ Appreciation Month, but I look forward to my birthday and then all the stuff in between that I'm a part of, that I get to be a part of because I'm a lucky guy. Um, and this is one of them. So, it rolls in. We're going to have this picnic. And then, you got a whole week. And then 4th of July. Please don't kill yourself with firecrackers.
Somebody was already blowing off fireworks the other day.
I don't hear that in the apartment complex, so I kind of miss living in a neighborhood. But I mean, it's give or take. But nonetheless, I plan on watching fireworks because I won't have to work the next day, so I wanted to go to bed early.
Oh, okay. I'm sure my cousin is probably gonna have something, so I'll probably be out there if you want to stop by. It's up north. It's like 30 minutes, but they got a nice house and everything.
I love Lenore.
Yeah, shoot, maybe we stop by Twin Peaks again. Goldie is gonna be our server.
Hey, yo,
Uh,
a lot of potential out there for us. That's why we was talking about relationships. We
yeah,
trying to get locked down.
yeah, yeah, and I feel you on that. That he was talking about he wants somebody to like represents the brand of CJ.
Yeah, it's not a bad brand.
Nah, it ain't a bad
And
brand.
your favorite color doesn't have to be red. It can be whatever color you want.
That's the only place we gonna we gonna budge on that.
We gonna budge on a lot of stuff. We want
Yeah,
to be happy.
but so the topic of the day is what's the alternative? Is and what's the alternative to school? What's the alternative to college? What's the alternative to formal and self education? What's the alternative? I, for one, am a question asker, right? So I ask myself questions that lead to understandings, not necessarily the answer to, because there's not a right or wrong to certain
Yeah.
theories and questions that we have. There's how do you play this question, or how do you play this scenario? And we are all in a scenario of circumstances that we have to navigate. And I'm not the like I can provide answers. Like I know a lot of answers
Yeah.
to different questions. I'm I just ask questions to be inquisitive about what the ultimate goal is. And when I look at people and I'm like, and we went to Best Buy the other day on Wednesday, and I
Mm-hmm.
saw one of my former students. He was in one of the tech programs, trade programs, and but he's working at Best Buy. Like, what are you doing with your life? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying he's doing anything bad. I don't even know what he's doing, but I know he's working at Best Buy when he was in the trade program. Like, what's the difference? Or what happened is another question that I don't know the answer. And I think people, when they talk to me, they think that I'm stupid or something. I don't, that's just how I think it comes off to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always asking questions, and they're always like, "This is the answer. This is the answer," and I'm like, "You don't really know the answer to because it's multiple answers, and I'm just asking for your opinion if I'm asking you a question." Just to see what, because I done researched and came up with all the alternatives and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
to everything. So, um, before we even get into all of that, then what is the alternative to to not doing the things that are already set in front of you that you have to do? Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Oh, well, I can tell you that kind of from experience, if you don't do the things that you need to do that are in front of you, then you come close to a deadline, and then you're rushing, and then you're panicking, especially if you need to do it. Now, I have learned over the years to not push off things immediately. Sometimes I like to take care of things like right there so I can get it behind me and I can move forward. But most things that I do push the limit to is, I'll be honest, it's like bills and decisions. If you get enough time that you can make a decision, um, then it's best for you to try. And I like to think about all the different alternatives that can happen if I make decisions or don't make decisions. So I give myself the three strike rule, and we never make it to the three, because if one and two don't work, that means the plan is bad. You gotta. We never make it to C. It's A, B, back to A, back down to the
So
fork of the road.
I get a little deep, a lot deeper, and my thing is that people act like school is just an option. You know what I mean?
No.
And if you overlook what you about to do over the period of time in your school, and I'm trying to help people take back their power. Like, um, if you just dismiss school and be like, "Oh, well, I'll figure it out," or people that are the adults in people's lives that are supposed to be guiding people, "Oh, they'll figure it out." Because I heard that a lot in the district that, "Oh, they'll
Oh
figure it out.
yeah,
They'll figure it out." And I'm like, "What if they don't?" And we was talking about it, but we didn't talk about it with them.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and then because a child is going to be a child just because they're a child. They want the easiest route, but we
Oh yeah.
have to we have to organize it in a fashion that makes it a little bit challenging for you. And then if it's challenging, uh, you have to uphold the standard of that challenge. So we're doing it. Our school is has a purpose, a very fundamental purpose, not exclusive to your ultimate success, not exclusive to your specialty and what you exactly want to do. That's on your time. We have to be in school for these amount of years. Yes, there's and like like I said, I go into a whole bunch of different realms, but yes, there's some indoctrination that is going on in the school system, but you don't have to be indoctrinated if you have a goal for yourself.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't expect I don't have the expectation for all of my teachers to um, teach me everything that I needed to know to be successful. I expected my English teacher to teach me English so that I can get on to the next step. Like I didn't, I wasn't expecting the school to provide me with something that would change my life. No, I was just doing what it was
Yeah, you're doing
in
a
front of
curriculum.
me. Like I didn't expect anything out of these people that were just teachers. You're not a god or anything. You're
No.
not going to be able to change my life, but you may have a key to um one of the doors of success. You might have a quote or a characteristic or something that will help me later on in life if I acknowledge it, if I take it in,
Hmm.
if you have a standard. A lot of people are wavering on their standards for um a lot of teachers are wavering on their standards for kids in their classroom, students in their classroom. And the reason why I want to focus on education is because like the basic foundation of success is following directions. Like if you don't follow directions, because Michael Jordan had a coach, Michael Jordan had a trainer,
Hmm.
Michael Jordan had a manager, like all of these people were there to help one of the greatest, right?
Exactly.
Um, Same thing with Kobe, same thing with LeBron, same thing with a lot of people. They have all of these people, like, and you don't have nobody. You're just doing it yourself, and you're expecting a school to give you everything you need. And they say they're not teaching me what I need to know to be successful. They're not teaching me how to do taxes. I don't even want to do taxes. I don't, I give it over to my tax lady. Here's all my information. Can you get me to not have to owe anything?
Yeah, I like to. I This may sound lazy, but I like to pay people to do things they went to school for. You went to learn how to do taxes. I trust you, and I'm going to pay you for your services so you can help me be a hundredaire because I don't get a lot of money. I don't get a lot of money back, but
Thousandaire.
I wish. The only time I was feeling like that is when I had a house, and I was like, man, this is great. Look at all the refunds I get, and then no.
Yeah.
But that's what I like to do. I don't try and self-diagnose. If something's wrong with my body at this age, there's no Googling for me. I might Google to see if I can do something at my house, like a home remedy. But for the most part, I'm going to call Spira, and they're going to be like, "We need to see you," and then boom, let's nip it in the bud. We have to make sure that we take care of our health
Oh, definitely.
as we get older, because
Even as a young person, you need to take care of your health now. Like all of my students, if they wasn't an athlete, they didn't do any type of physical activity at all, at all.
that's
Ain't that crazy? But that
that's
and then
crazy. You don't do pickup games or
no, they don't know how to play sports. Like they play video games and stuff, or they just work.
okay,
And it has to start early. Like your competition, the competition out there, they out there walking and running on days off and every day.
yeah,
They walking and running. That's just the aspect of life that you have to start, and that's why we doing this stuff because like nobody was really telling us that. I was an athlete, so I already knew how to stay in shape, and I wanted to be in shape. So I did a little extra stuff, and I continue to be, uh, you know, in mildly good shape. But what's the alternative to learning these things? Like, um, what's the alternative to having a coach like me? Like I'm up here trying to get clients and lady at the gym, I was talking to her. I was like, "Hey, what's your daughter doing now?" Like I know she was planning to go to LSU and she was like, "Oh, she's not going to LSU anymore. She's going to Longview." and she was telling me some stuff, and I was like, eh, you know, like she need a life coach. I was like, yeah, I'm a life coach, so if you wanna pay me, or if y'all wanna pay me, like I can life coach. I said a lot of other stuff to explain what I actually do, and one of the things that she mentioned when we were talking, she was like, "Yeah, my daughter wants her mentor to be a woman," and I was like, "Well, I'm a life coach. That's different, and I can get her to a woman mentor, but
Oh yeah.
I have to know her and understand her goals, and so that she knows what to get out of her mentor before going into meeting a mentor, because you can go meet a mentor and you're just wasting that mentor's time. Real
Yeah.
mentors have have schedules, and they're taking time out of their lives to talk to you or whatever. So pay for a life coach. Understand the connections that you make. If you even make the connections, like you're about to start college, and um like there's gonna be teacher instructors, people that are in the different offices that can be your next level mentor. Like I just talked to uh, one of my mentors, I guess you can call it. We didn't have the title or anything, but um, I wished him happy birthday this past week, and I was like, I just want to tell you that you were an integral part of my success in college, like, because like he was there all 4 years, and we talked all the time. He came from the same high school.
Mm-hmm.
He played a sport, went to college here at Missouri Valley, and um, graduated, got his master's degree, and I was going on that same path, like, and he was an advisor for my major, so we got to know each other, and he was like, "Man, you are one of my favorite people too." So I was like, "Man, I appreciate that." But those are there. Every step, there's somebody above you that is going to be able to help you, but
Indeed.
a coach puts it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Like Renee, I don't know if you met Renee. Renee is a therapist that I life coached, like one of my first life coaching clients, and like she had the work ethic, everything, but like she just didn't have it put together. Is how I say, you know, having goals in the different arenas that she was in,
Yeah.
and putting herself in position to get the things that she want. So I was like, "This is how we do it," and, we had a few conversations, and next thing you know, she got every single thing that she wanted.
That's what I'm trying to do.
But she was already in the
She was
work
in.
hard mode,
Yeah.
and
She
she
was
was
in.
already making things happen already. It was just she needed somebody to make those connections and put it all together. I think she might sell you something different, but this is just my analytical mind going through it. But
Mm-hmm.
um what is the alternative? There's no alternative. Like, you gotta take things seriously that are put in front of you. School has to be serious, work has to be serious. You can play as well, but when you get into these environments, you gotta know what the goal is. Like, you can't let things pass, because once you let school pass, high school pass, and you didn't, get everything you needed out of it, it's on you to do that, and find it out and get the knowledge or get the skills, get the whatever. Even with our relationships and stuff that we unpack, and we unpacked it and muted, but those things that we didn't learn because we didn't have a father figure in the household, and our mothers weren't married or whatever. Um, like, those are things that we have to figure out on our own.
Yeah.
Like, the friend, I think his mom and dad would have been together for a long time or whatever. So, like, my situation and circumstances are different
Then his.
than
Yeah.
his, because he's coming at it like I was a realist, and I'm a doer and this and that in relationships, but you had a strong family background to do
You
that. I
had
grew
you
up with
had
all
a
single women.
you had a very good example before you.
Right. So
Yeah.
you could be like, "Oh, this is how I'm supposed to do it," just by vicinity.
Yeah.
Just by being in the company of people that have been married for a long time on a regular basis.
Yeah, and I like all my married friends because even when I'm in a relationship or when I'm not, um, the little talks that you have with them, um, they can't overshadow your relationship, and not everybody is a good example of that. But for the most part, you don't want any negativity when it comes to what you're trying to create positively wise. So you have to talk to certain people, and you should choose certain people to get your opinions from if you even decide that you want to do that. Um,
And that's why like I say the life coaching stuff, like you got to know what you need out of this. You got to know what you need out of high school. You need to know what you need out of college. You need to know what you need out of that work. Um, but it's the work ethic that you need out of all of that. Whether the teacher is good or whether the teacher is bad, you need your work ethic to move on, to build upon.
it's all
Like
about you.
it's not we're not dismissing we're not giving away our power to other people for our success. That's what people are not understanding is that once you lay blame to somebody, that's your power going away from you.
Mm,
Oh, they didn't teach me what I needed to know. They didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't give me this, they didn't set me up, they didn't you didn't ask the question.
yeah.
You you didn't know what to ask. You know what I mean? But then you didn't follow it because it was unorganized or whatever the case may be, it was unorganized. So you didn't trust it
Mm,
because of the being unorganized.
yeah. The
And
uncertainty of it all.
that and that's cool, but you can only control what you can control. You can't control that you go to school at Washington or in the KCKPS school district or KCM KCMO school district.
Yeah. Central.
Yeah, you can't control that's the school that you have to go to. And even with school choice that is coming around that where you get to choose what school you go to no matter where you are in the city, even with that, you gotta go to that school and you gotta still have the work ethic to pass and do whatever. Just because it's a good school doesn't mean it's a good you gonna take advantage of that good school or
Yeah.
that good school is gonna teach you what you needed to know.
Yeah.
If you don't even have the work ethic, you not going to class, you like and they only going if it is the way that I think it is, they're only allowing in so many people into these other districts, the quote unquote good districts anyway.
Well, I
So
believe it. I
so
definitely believe that.
it, you
That's pretty smart. I'm
you
not even going. Hey, that's pretty smart.
right.
Keep the riffraff out.
Right, and they don't have, like, an interview process by any means or anything like that, it's just applications or whatever, and they may have I don't know the whole all the details and stuff, but, even if you go to these places, these schools, other schools, are you going to be the person that's going to be able to take advantage of it? And if you wasn't taking advantage of, like, those schools the schools out here, they
Hmm.
gotta pay for dual credit classes. Washington, KCKPS didn't have to pay for dual credit classes. So,
Look how
but
amazing you kids have it.
but there was fights in the hallways and there was a whole bunch of organized unorganized teachers in that district and, like, but you could if you had the wherewithal to put in the work ethic,
Give or take.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just got to pick your lane.
It yeah, I'm just saying, like, what's the alternative? That it baffles me, like, you just gonna let school just go go on. Like,
Don't don't do it. Don't
it
do it,
wasn't
children. Don't
and,
do it.
and there's a lot of you that are taking advantage of whatever the your school situation is, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to build upon that too. Like the work is never done, right? And I think with my with my history, my story, I guess, is that like I was always progressing myself because I knew like wasn't nobody gonna do it, and nobody was gonna do my work. And I kind of have a issue with people saying, "Oh, your mom marries a great man," but I was like, "Yeah, she raised me, but like after 18 is that's all me. Like the professional me that you see is that's me. That's me developing into somebody. Like
An
nobody
adult.
took me off to the side and was like, "Hey, you need to do this, this, and this." It was like, "No, I'm about to do this," and it just happened to work because like I got common sense in the workplace. Like I don't
That's
necessarily
very
play.
that's very important.
Right. I don't necessarily play the politics game. I just come in there and put in work because I'm an athlete and I work as a team. So
I put in work because I want to get paid. I'm not an athlete. I do athletic things. Not lately though. Uh, but I digress. So the alternative from school, obviously, when school is free, you should take advantage, which is kindergarten through high school. And then the alternative to college is
once you leave high school, right?
you leave high school is it's up to you to get your education. Now, college to me is a payment plan for you to further your education because you have to pay for it unless you get a scholarship, and that means that you really took high school seriously. And I cannot say that. Um, but also, even after college, when college is done, if you choose to do that, you can still have options for education. Like we've told you about the Libby app, which is a library app. You
Yeah,
can
it
read
turns into
books.
self education.
Yeah.
Once you pass that formal education, it's self education. Now it's the I gotta look internally and see what I need to deal with because like my focus was the books.
Hmm.
My focus was my specialty or whatever I went to college for. That's what I was focusing on. And that's what we need you to focus on. And that's why you need a coach. Is that like I didn't read all the books. I know all the strategies. I know how to put you in position to be able to be successful. I don't care what it is that
That was perfect. That was real perfect. We couldn't have planned that ever.
Yeah, I don't know what it is that you want to do. I'm not telling you what you want to do. Like I'm not telling you what you need to do. I just know you need to work. And so every aspect of life that you can put in work that is going to develop you, and work is not just physical labor, it's not just studying and taking tests. The work is the development and the growth of who you are to become. So if you want to become a accountant, if you want to become a dentist, if you want to become a lawyer, if you want to become whatever it is that you want to become, if you already know that, there's examples of people that are already doing it
Hmm.
successfully. So then we analyze what that person is doing, and then we come back to the present and say, "Hey, these are the characteristics of a successful person in this area. These are the things that I need to add to my list of skills in the time of before from now to when I become that professional or that person."
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then I even analyze people's lives. Like you can be successful in your career or your profession, but if you're not successful in your life, then I'm not going to mess with being like you because you don't have it all the way together. You didn't work
Right.
on the self stuff.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense because I think that in this day and age, there's a lot of people that are outside looking in. And then, sometimes metaphorically, the blinds get closed and you don't see what's going on inside. Then the blinds get open. So some people are great at masking things that are not very positive, but
Mhm.
they also might, if they like you enough, shield you from the negative so that you only see the positive. Because a lot of people in life that I'm discovering are
Not good people.
no, I don't want to say that. I'm saying that a lot of people want to be looked at in a certain light at all times in all aspects. So when it comes to something horrible, or I won't even say horrible, something that is a concern that is not very positive, then you might see them duck off or you might see them disappear for a little bit so they can handle that situation and then be back in that positive light. And I don't
Yeah,
think
they
anything is
doing a
wrong with that.
performance is what I've come to learn. Most
Mm,
people are performing so that you have a perception of them. Me and CJ are probably some rare people that
I ain't
we don't
performing.
perform.
I'm not doing none of that.
Like I'm gonna be nice and kind and whatever, when it calls for being those things, but like I'm just me, and like I don't have and going back to relationships, I don't have this mold that I fit. Like I I don't fit in any, like I fit everywhere and nowhere at the same time is how I put it.
Yeah,
Y-
I can blend in.
Yeah, I don't even blend in. I blend out. So when I'm in that environment, people tend to focus on me and stuff. So because
You're
I'm
very
usually the new person,
you're
or
very popular.
I wouldn't say all of that,
Yeah.
but um my family are we have those type of personalities that are welcoming to a lot of different people, and that's how I always wanted to be. My mom has, um my cousins, and like there's a whole bunch of people that we just know because we just meet people, and
Yeah.
and people want to be a part of our family, and we have people that are a part of the family that aren't necessarily, they're just our friends. We've been friends for a long time. You know what I mean?
I'm a
So,
part of that family.
like when you come over to my cousin's house and it's a big get together or whatever, you'll see a whole bunch of people that she knows that are just her friends are outside, extended family
Yeah.
through friendship and um
I got a lot of people like that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and and I just mine is exacerbated, is that if that's the correct word, exacerbated by the fact that I'm in so many different arenas that um, you know, my personality or my family's gift of being that type of person, it's enhanced
Yeah.
10 times because, there's a lot of people that know me. And this lady, the older lady that I danced with at Touche, she was
Hmm.
there last night, and I had she was like, "Yeah, text me or whatever. I'll tell you my schedule so you can come up and grab a meal or a drink or something wherever she works." And I was like, I forgot her name.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know
Oh.
if I should ask or whatever, but I forgot her name. But I mean, there's a lot of people that I know, and that's one of the things that I tell my students or have told my students is that you can't develop in a silo. Like you can't just develop in your own little world with just your own little friends. And to be honest, a lot of your high school, elementary, and high school friends are going to drop off because you're going in your own direction, and it's good to still stay in contact with those friends or whatever,
Oh
but
yeah.
they may not be the friends that you grow old with or whatever. just because. And that's your I mean, that's just being honest. I mean, and it's your choice if you but you have to go outside of your comfort zone, I guess. And
Yeah, that's a big factor. Your comfort zone is a big factor of how you develop and what you feel like you can deal with in a mature way. We'll say
but
that.
but just being friendly is going to bring you friends. Like in a workplace. Like you're friendly in a workplace. So
Oh,
so people are going
people
to invite you to different things and stuff. That's
people love me.
exactly.
I mean,
That's what I'm
once
saying. But eh, all of these kids is lovable too. Like they
yeah,
have great personalities and stuff. And I'm just like, don't you talk to people at work or whatever? No, I don't want to. I don't want to do this. I don't want to. I'm like, if somebody invites me to something, I'm going. If it's in enough time, if it's like a week, usually it's a week in advance. Especially if it's out of town. If you can't just yesterday tell me that I should be here on Sunday, but uh, but if you schedule something like if it's a birthday or something and you
yeah,
gonna have a party or whatever and it's out of town, like I make plans to be there. I will pick up my work schedule a little bit so that I make the decent amount of money that I make so that I can go have
participate.
a decent time
Yeah,
and not have to worry about anything.
I look forward to stuff like that.
Me too. That's what I'm
Um,
saying.
so I mean, just on that subject, most of the people that I know in my life, I didn't meet on the block. We'll say that. Um, I
It's
got
from the
childhood.
gym.
I met Mike at the gym. We just started conversating, and I decided that he was cool, and he's been cool ever since with me. We discussed this podcast here and there, and then I think one time he brought it up, and I said, "Well, let's do it. What are we waiting for?" And then, bam, you got this, and we've been going hard in the paint for 3 years. Um, one of my guys from elementary school. We still down with each other. A couple of people from high school. My
and
brother,
and that's how it works.
my brother from work. We was cracking on the same person. That's how we became friends. and it all runs full circle. And then you have friends, and then sometimes I've learned this lesson that you try and introduce your friends to other friends, and in hopes that they mesh. And sometimes the personalities don't mesh,
Yeah,
but
I
that
don't
doesn't
I don't
change
I
your
don't be doing
friendship.
that too much. I just make sure that like I'm the person wherever like with the picnic, that's what that is.
Yeah,
That's the get together and people are going to naturally form relationships and that's how I like to do it.
yeah,
Like I unless you my girl or whatever, um like, if my girl needs to be able to be in all of these different groups and be able to hang.
yeah. That's what we talked about earlier. The
That
compliments, even if you're not there, is what I was saying. But
yeah, I'm just saying that, like, Imma be mingling with many different people, many different ethnicities, depending on what your ethnicity is. I need my significant other to be able to do the same thing. You can't be just like, "Oh, I'm not going there." Like, I need you to go over my homeboy Larry house and have a meal, on game day one day. You ain't
yeah,
gotta go all the time if that ain't your cup of tea, but you gotta at least do it once.
yeah, the
Uh,
experience is
you got
everything.
you gotta go visit my friend Josh and his family with me. You gotta go to Bolivar and chill out with Dale and his family. You gotta go to Columbia and hang out with his sister and that part of the family. And you gotta hang out with all the people whoever invite me to a birthday party or whatever. And then, like, I was thinking about this last night while I was just sitting there, um, and I was like, "Man, there's a lot of places that I didn't, like, have I was just doing it by myself."
Yeah,
Like, that's what I don't like doing. I don't like just doing it by myself. Like, Having CJ and a couple other guys or whatever is cool, but having a woman that is down to just
Yeah, feminine touch.
whatever the occasion is, but we're together in a committed relationship or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, like I think my maturity has come to that that
Yeah.
point. Like I want somebody there with me that looks good on my side by my side. Stand on my left, boo. I know you ain't right. Nah. So you got to stand on my right side.
Oh man, the weirdest thing for me right now is I want to have matching outfits.
And that's unk status.
Hey,
That is
I'm
straight unk
I'm
status.
45 now. I probably qualify, but
Oh,
hey yo,
shoot.
I've been wanting it, and I
Yeah, you
do
need a
I do
special type of person to do
I do have a couple of people I know that are older than me that do that on occasion. I think it is so wonderful
that.
to do.
Oh, just on occasion, not just every day.
No, not
Yeah,
every day.
okay.
That's crazy.
You got twinning every day.
Man, I
Every
don't.
occasion you twinning though?
No, not every occasion
Almost
because
every occasion. You know
you
they
know
gonna
like
come to the cookout, the picnic,
we
wearing the same outfit. You want the
well
same J's and stuff.
now that's really what I want.
Okay, same
Yeah,
pair of
the
shoes.
same pair of shoes. Maybe some same colors. A little mismatch.
Yeah.
But my person is going. Oh, that must be CJ's woman over there. Look at her flamed up. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Or
that'd be dope. That'd
it
be
would
dope.
be dope. But future hopes
Yeah.
for us. But no, I'm just saying for a relationship, I want somebody to compliment me. And in this day and age, with all the negativity that you have, I just want somebody to just compliment me, and then when we go places, we look like we are together. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And
I think what we need to do is, and this is me talking out loud, but I think what we need to do, since we have these arenas, are in the work hard philosophy, these the arenas of success, right? So our topic needs to be, well, not needs to be, whatever the topic is, we go through the 7 arenas and see how um it I don't know the word translates, or
hmm
it
that work.
affects this arena.
Yeah.
So let's go through that right now. So there's personal, professional, health, fitness, finance, relationships, and family, right? So personally, um, what's the alternative to school and education and growth? Um, Personally, you're not going to reach your fullest potential,
No, not unless you're determined to do it.
right?
And again, that it all begins with you. I tell a story about, and this was maybe when I was 20, and I think my friend showed up, and he had a car, and it was nice, and I didn't have a car, and I wasn't the very best person. I had different situations going on. I think my girlfriend was pregnant at the time, maybe. No, that was during the summer. Anyway, he motivated me to not want to be broke anymore. And he doesn't know this, but I remember that day I said, "Hey man, where you work at?" And he told me. I was like, "Bet, I'm gonna call up there and I'm gonna go get a job." Because when I was young, it didn't take very much for me to fall out with you, especially if you made me upset. I was a very angry man when I was young. But
That's why he's so calm now. He's like,
I'm
that's
super
why he went
calm
to the
now.
other extreme.
I'll just look at you yelling. I'll just be like, anytime you're done, we can talk in a normal
Anyway,
voice.
back to the story.
But yeah, and I've been at this job for 25 years, 26 years.
Oh, that was the job. That was the
Yeah,
connection to this
that was
job.
the
That's dope.
connection. Now he was there for a little bit, but then he went to the water department, and I'm sure that he's
Doing all
making
right.
the money that he's doing, and he's doing good for himself. But I met a lot of people through that job that sometimes I still deal with. one of my guys is he lives in Texas now. I practically know all his family and the new family that he sometimes pops up with, but mostly all his brothers. But those are the relationships that you build, and those are the type of mentors that may pull you to the side and say, "Hey, don't do it like this. Do it like this," or they might correct you.
Let me tell you, they ain't gonna be there. Man, as people will give you advice,
Hmm.
but they're not necessarily gonna be mentors unless I got a different uh definition for mentor. Mentor is somebody that, like, that's a personal relationship that, hey, they pull you aside like every day and talk through stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because he's one of my married friends, so I remember when I was
And
young.
just being by around in the vicinity of
Yeah,
those people that are successful in those aspects. That's why I praise my friends.
yeah,
They are successful in their marriages and raising their kids.
yeah. He's been married all my life, ever since I've known him. It's never been any bad thing, but that's I could say that for a lot of my friends because not only am I attracted to older females, I'm attracted. No, pause that.
There's two type,
I
different type of.
gravitate to older people because I know that they can teach me something that maybe people in my age realm might not know. And then that gives me an edge. But when I receive this info, I don't gatekeep. I tell people that need to know, like, hey man, talk to such and such. They said do it like this. And then when I give opinions or advice, I always say at the end, this is what I would do, not necessarily what you need to do. Do it how you want to do it, so it's yours, and put a little spin on it if you're going to use my advice.
Yeah, you need examples of. You need examples. Like, the more examples are, that's education, that's knowledge.
Yeah,
The more examples you have, the better educated guess that you're gonna have about whatever situation that you're in.
yeah,
So, personally, it affects, or you not reaching your fullest potential. Your growth depends on you. That's kind of what we got into last week, was your growth depends on you. If you don't know it, you got to go figure it out.
mm-hmm,
um, professionally, you're gonna have limits. I don't know what my guy is doing at Best Buy. I don't know what his life is like or whatever, but I know where he comes from. Um, and the people at Best Buy, they're not trying to develop. They're not going to try to develop you. You're just going to be sitting in that same position until you choose to make a decision to uh, go to do something else.
yeah,
Whether it's move up in the chain or whatever, they really want you to do that because they don't have to train you on a lot of stuff,
no, you're
and you're
already
just
there.
promoting it. But then, what is it that you want to do ultimately in life? Do you want to be in a Best Buy every day of your life from 18 years old? That dude he just graduated a couple years ago.
Oh,
Like, like, what are we doing? And I want to set you up for the potential to do whatever it is that comes in your dreams later on. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what you see now, is the dreams that um I'm able to play out because I know that I can accomplish these things because I didn't take everything for granted on my way to this part. And then people are like, "Oh, did you get another job?" Or and like, I think I deserve a shot at something that I dreamed of because I put in all the work, because I sat there by myself, because I I did it all by myself. I put in the work. I stayed in the group fitness classes for 16 years. Like, you know how many happy hours that I didn't get to go to and mingle with people
Mm-hmm.
because I was in the gym in those little bitty rooms
Yeah.
all day, every day, or not all day, every day after work. Going to work every single day, not even missing on my birthday and stuff like that. My birthday's in the winter, but but so when I miss it, but now I'm taking my birthday off. Like I'm not about to work on my birthday, but
Applause.
huh?
Hit the applause. Go ahead.
Applause. I
Yeah.
thought you said pause.
No. There you go.
Yeah, he took a whole week off.
I didn't come in this world working.
And
Nope.
professionally, the the alternative is is negative. Like, is it positive or negative? The alternative, the personal, professional, health wise. If you're not doing the things necessary, health and fitness, we can throw both of those in there.
Mm-hmm. They go
Health and
hand in
fitness.
hand.
Health is different than fitness because health is the things that we have to do on a regular, like take medicines. Like we have to take medicines on a regular basis now.
Yeah.
I probably should have been on high blood pressure pills back in shoot 15 years ago when I in college or something.
Crazy.
But I never went to go get checked up on a regular basis. I never had a primary care physician until I decided to take better care of my health.
Yeah.
Like I decided to go to the dentist, and I was like, man, this is a part of everything. This is a part of the success. It's not just monetary wise. Like
Yeah.
it's not, and this all had to happen in progressive in progression like
Yeah.
like my smile doesn't look like that even though I'm always have big gums like you always gonna see my gums when I smile, but my teeth and my gums and stuff, that was because I made a decision like this is an aspect that I know I'm going to be speaking in front of people, so I need to have this part of my life. I can't be self-conscious about this,
No.
and I used to be self-conscious about it. And then, um, like fitness wise, like you're going to have more energy. You're gonna start making better life choices on eating and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The alternative is all the way negative. Like you're gonna be sedentary. You're gonna be dependent on other people for your health. You need to take control of that now. You need to develop a fitness plan. You need to develop a health plan. Like you need to eat healthy. For the most part, like still go, but you can't be like Taco Bell is one of my favorites and stuff like that. Like I hate when people talk about that. Like, I don't think I had a favorite fast food place when I was younger. Like, but it was a treat for us back in the day.
Yeah, I definitely
Health
say
and
as a
fitness.
trip.
Health and fitness. What do you think?
I just to piggyback off the fast food, it was a treat growing up, but you don't understand. Well, I guess you do. It comes to fruition when you become an adult. But the sacrifices that your parents, if you have both parents or just a parent, whatever the case may be, the sacrifices that they make for you to have those surprises. Maybe you do have McDonald's money that day, or like
Or you go to work and you make your own money and you have money to go and do whatever.
yeah,
Uh,
because I do that now. But back in the day, Wendy's was a treat.
hmm
McDonald's was a treat, because on the weekends when growing up, I was at my grandma's house. I already knew what I was having: spaghetti for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and didn't complain because I love spaghetti. That was new, and I knew I was gonna bake a cake, and then I was gonna get to eat it. So I mean, it all depends on your preference of life, but now
the alternative is negative. Like,
now there's Chipotle, which is supposed to be healthy, and I used to be a big fan of Chipotle. Now I'm trying to make sure that I cook at my house so I know what's going on and not be so dependent on others people's labor, even though it might be faster and simpler.
Yeah.
You
Or
gotta,
DoorDash. Like you saving a whole bunch. I just want you to do this. If you DoorDash on a regular basis, don't DoorDash. Go pick up the food and put that extra money that you would have DoorDashed into a bank account.
yeah,
If you
because
don't have a bank account, it'll force you to go figure out how to get a bank account. Um,
that's what
and
I
if you're
do.
underage, you need to have your parent ask your parent to help you get a bank account.
Yeah,
They should be able to do that. Like parents are there to help you with your basic needs.
a
They're
custodial
not
account.
necessarily going to they're not necessarily going to be the one that's going to help you progress after when you're in the rest of your life. Come on, mom.
Mom, come on.
You all right? Um, they might not be the people that are going to be able to take you to that next level anyway. Um, the professional, her personal professional health, fitness, financially, it, it's connected to your profession and your personal like your personality, how you work well with others. Are you a
Hmm.
teammate? Are you because a lot of the jobs that are going to be entry level that you're going to have, even if you graduate college, you're still going to be entry level. How you what your attitude is about the work that you have to do to get to the next level because this lady was telling me they're entrepreneurs. They got this business that deals with the trades, whatever. I don't know what they do, but they hire a lot of people in their company that are younger, and the younger people think that they're supposed to make $100,000 because they went and got a degree, and she's like, "No, that's not how it works."
Even I know that's not how it works.
But these kids are entitled, so they think that they're supposed to be getting this amount of money, right off the bat because they use Uber, they use DoorDash. Those are expenses that are extra expenses that are contributing to their mindset of like, I need to be able to pay for Ubers when I want to go wherever to the concert that is should be uh, a bonus.
Yeah.
That's as a bonus for your hard work. And then what I really need to help have people understand is that you need to set up your own reward system. You have to delay your gratification um, in the rewards zone of your life.
Hmm.
So, um, like that's what I do. I like if I want to do something, like, I make sure that I do this, and this before I get that thing,
Yeah,
before I allow myself to
you
go do it.
reverse engineer your expenses.
Because people are gonna reward you for the stuff that they want you to do. You gotta reward your stuff for what you want you to do.
Exactly.
Reward yourself for what you need to do. Um,
You can't just be out here waiting for other people's approval. You
that
gotta you gotta
that
do that.
that and, like yeah, they gonna promote you to manager
Yeah.
at 18 years old because because you've been working there, but that also gets you stuck.
Hmm.
You're not focusing on what you need to do to develop in your own life, you know? Like, you're worried about getting money or going to work for 80 hours for these paychecks, and now time is ticking. Now, you're 22 years old, and you should have been in college those 4 years after high school, and you would have been at a different spot. Now you upset because you just been working at Best Buy or whatever. I just use Best Buy because the last thing. No disrespect to my man. Uh,
Yeah, I love Best Buy.
but you've been working at Best Buy for 4 years, and you could have been graduated college, and then you could have already been a manager at Best Buy. Now you just put in that time, and you could have worked at Best Buy at part time or something like that, or you could work somewhere else part time as you was going to school. but you want that money so that you can do the things that you want to do when you should have delayed that so that you could go develop yourself in an atmosphere. And that's what I'm saying with the alternative. That's why I asked the question. What the alternative is, like, you're gonna be behind. We already behind already so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we already behind so much. You just don't realize it because you are afforded the nice things because of the people that came before you. You only getting $16 an hour because there was people that was protesting and fighting it, um, for livable wages.
Yeah.
But you're benefiting off of that fight. You didn't demand that with your work ethic.
No.
You did not, you just are benefiting off of that, and that's where we're at in this world, is because these kids are benefiting, which is by all means benefit, but I need you to put in the work still, because if you don't, the alternative is negative.
It's very
So
negative.
personal, professional, health, fitness, uh,
I mean, you just did
relationship,
finance.
finance,
Yeah.
relationships and family. So, you build relationships in high school, you build relationships in college, you build relationships in work. Relationships aren't just the intimate relationships that you have with partners and stuff like that.
No.
Uh, it's friendships, it's acquaintance, it's your reputation,
Yeah.
actually
It's
being
the
friendly,
experiences that you experience with said person or said people.
or
Because
individuals in a
yeah,
workplace.
in a group, like we've since we've had company get-togethers, at least 3 or 4 in the last couple of years, which I think is great because you can let your hair down. There's no tenseness if there is tenseness at your work, uh, and you can just be yourself. And there's no, um, I don't think there's any kind of recall of you being yourself. Now you can't come to a company event and just get plastered and just tell people how you
Some
feel.
people do. You
That's
can't do that because
I'm not gonna do it.
not you, but you can't.
You definitely shouldn't do that. But
You can't do that.
when an opportunity presents itself that you can get to know people outside, because some people don't talk to each other at work. They
Hmm.
just are strictly professional. I don't need you to know. You don't need to know any personal things about me. Whatever the case may be, I'm
You
not.
might get to meet their families.
Yeah,
You might
yeah.
get to meet their kids, their wives, husbands, and stuff.
But I think in the long run, if you have that outside entity, then you can better understand people's work ethic and how serious they take their work. Because there's a lot of people that are serious about work, but in the aspects, they have a family, they have kids they want to provide for, they have a wife they want to provide for, they have a certain lifestyle that they want to build and be a part of. And that all goes along with everything. And once you hang out with a person, or you have like maybe a personal conversation or just a light conversation about life, you can figure out what makes that person tick. You can figure out why they are so determined at certain things. And then
Or not determine that.
and then if you might already know when people leave work because they're not making enough money, or whatever they were told at the interview has not panned out. Things take time, and I'm learning this as well as I'm getting older. Everything is not like that. It's not going to be like that at all.
Instant gratification. You got to fight that. You got to fight that with everything that you got. Delay your gratification in areas that you don't, or in other areas, like
Yeah.
when you can, whatever you can control. If you can delay the gratification, y'all got to work on that because they've been giving you everything so instant. which they are what is that? They are conditioning you to
And
be.
enabling you to think things are easy.
Yep. And
Oh.
that's exactly what they wanted you to do. And that's the alternative is that you are falling into the system. This is my last thing. You are falling into the system of the matrix by doing the alternative. They have placed these things in that you are capable of doing, but they know that you don't want, or they know that you're not going to take advantage of the things that are already in front of you because it's free, because it somebody told you that they're not teaching you what they need to teach you, or they didn't have this in your school, or I didn't get this opportunity, or this and that. They know that it's going to deter you, and you're
Mm-hmm.
going to have a bad taste in your mouth, and you won't do it at all. That is what the matrix is. That is going to keep you into in the system. So you have to work the system. That's why you got to figure out along the way. That's why you can't take it. You can't um, take it for granted that you in a school that has books or has laptops or is teaching you something,
Mm-hmm.
just teaching you anything. They're not the end all be all. That is the very lowest level of success or foundation of success.
It's a segment of your life.
It's a very small portion of your life that you are going to be in that classroom, in that college, in that trade school, in that wherever, in that workplace. Like, but it's if you don't take advantage, if you don't have the wherewithal to take it personally and develop yourself, you're gonna fall right into the matrix of what is the matrix? Making money to buy stuff so that we can live a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
Which is cool and all, but when other people are out here getting to go play golf at noon or whatever on a weekday and stuff like that, like that's a different lifestyle. And they got a full-time job, but they going out and playing with their boss. Yeah, I know you don't play golf because y'all told me in my high school classes and stuff like that. Oh, I don't play golf. I don't care, but every time I leave this this school and go home, I
There's
go by this
always
golf
somebody playing
course.
golf.
Huh?
There's always somebody playing
It's
golf.
always some, and they young too. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what are they doing? I'm up here in a job for for 8 hours out of the day.
You're gonna end up playing pickleball.
Pickleball, whatever you want to play. If it's at 2 o'clock or 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, um, you can go do it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, that people are living a different lifestyle. Like like that's less than 2 miles away from the high school, and they are out there playing golf in their 20s and 30s at 3 o'clock or 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Are you serious? And we got to go to work until 5, 6 o'clock or whatever on with regular work schedules and stuff. And we trying to, no, I want y'all to be able to have that luxury of being able to go do what the things that you want to do on a
Mm-hmm.
regular basis. Yes, we're gonna work hard, and to be honest, I don't even think them people work that hard to get in that position. They just had it set up for them a long time ago.
A
You know what I
friend of
mean?
a friend of a friend, or
Not even a friend of a friend. Your family built that. Like you, they already have the comfort to be able to say, "Oh, yeah, I want to go do this." So because it doesn't make me a lot of money, but I don't have any debt because my parents pay my tuition off for me.
crazy.
And you see what I'm saying? Like we're not set up like that, so we got to set it up for ourselves. And if you don't have nobody in your corner telling you, "Hey, just go to work. You chose to be there, so let's work on these things at work so you can be the best whenever you choose to leave or the opportunity presents itself that you can go and do something else to
Mm-hmm.
progress yourself." My my success up until this point has been a steady progression of me doing the things necessary in every single aspect of my life so that I can afford myself the opportunity to go after something that I enjoy to do and get paid for it. You know what I mean? So, like, this is not this is life or death here. Either you gonna live the way that you want to live, or you gonna die working for somebody else trying to get a paycheck, and you gonna work from 18 to the rest of your life. And I'm trying to give you an alternative. Save your money. Don't go to every single concert that you want to go to. Plan it out. Like you can have fun. We have
Yeah.
fun, but we still I put in work. I almost put in work this morning, but I was like, let me just back off a little bit. You know what I mean? And just pick it back up on Monday.
Yeah.
But
It's
um
okay to take breaks.
it is okay to take a break. I didn't take a break all week, or I guess but I still worked. I
Yeah.
went to all my group fitness class. I did all the things.
You did
I
all
just
your
did a little
committed
extra.
things. Yeah.
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 Um.
You gotta be committed to your obligations, and those obligations help you in the long run because A, it shows that you're dedicated. B, hopefully it benefits you. That's the main point. And I don't have C. But
We got
though
CJ.
when the things that you want to be committed to are the things that you need to be committed to, and I see a lot of things on the internet about people trying to deter people from being happy about what they do and how they do it. It doesn't have anything to do with you.
And that ain't
Because
nothing to do with them.
when I go to sleep at night, I know all the bills that I have to pay are just in my name. So whatever person has something to say about me on the internet, until you take on upon a bill, you don't necessarily have an opinion for me to actually register because I don't care because it doesn't pay my bills.
Yeah, and these are all. I am telling you that it is. If you want a different life, if you look around your life now, even if you're in college, or you just look at your family situation. That's what I did. I looked at my family situation. I was like, ain't nobody ever went to college. This is how we living. I've seen some people some families that I went to high school with. Their parents went to college, and they was living a different life than we was. So
Mm-hmm.
that made my decision easier. I'm gonna go in this direction, even if I got student loans, even if I had to go in that direction. You guys are they are scaring you into not going to the places that you need to go to. They scaring you because you don't want to be in debt um to
You're gonna
get
be
an
you
education. Okay, exactly.
you're
That's
gonna
what
be
I
in debt
be saying.
regardless.
You gonna be in debt for a car. You gonna be in debt for a house, but you don't want to be in debt to something that might help you grow into a person that can command and demand the amount of money that you want to make to do the things that you really absolutely wanted to do.
Yeah. And you know what? It's even easier for you to go on the deck because now, for an example, I shop online sometimes to price match and everything. And if something is over $50 or $60, they have a payment plan built in there that you can choose from. Hey, you want to pay this over 4 times, and it's interest free, so that's not negative. That's
Some of
positive.
it.
But
You can pay it off. It's
you
like a
can pay it
credit
off.
card. It's like a credit card, but get
That
to the
that is
point.
a that is another way of getting you in debt because
Yeah,
once you
because I've
commit
been
to
doing
it,
it too. I've
they
been doing
I do it too. Uh, they'll send you your stuff, and that's your commitment.
Yeah,
Your commitment is that 42.27
yeah,
once a month or every week or
yeah.
whatever you set up for. But I'm just saying that the things that you had to pay, well, the things that I had to pay full price for growing up, now you have options to break down in things. Like if I were young and actually cared about furniture, then I would go to like the Aaron's or
Rent a center.
rent a center. Give me a baller setup, and I would pay what $100 a month.
But
and
he
it's,
paying interest on that.
you
So
paying you
you
paying
paying
interest,
you paying 100% interest on it.
and you but now
You got
there's
it though.
you got it. So now you got errands if they're still around. You got rent a center if they're still around. And you got furniture deals. Almost everything like the furniture, Kansas City Furniture Company. I haven't been there, but they're popping up everywhere. They're gonna have ways to where you don't have to come up with the full price, and you might not have to come up with a down payment. Um,
And
there's so
and
many options to get you into that trap.
yep. And what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to do is to be able to um if you want it, you can have it.
Yeah,
You we gonna get you the instant gratification. It's just gonna be a little bit later.
yeah,
So in one of my programs, if you have $100,000 in your bank account 5 years from now, right, you are going to be in such a better place to make decisions and financially because a lot of us have the poverty mindset. Financially, you're going to be able to handle your business without it being a hit on your personal emotions or
yeah.
anything because you have enough money in the bank account that you don't have to depend on your parents, you don't have to depend on a significant other, you're already lifting a big weight off of your back because you took the time, the 5 years that it
And
took to build up this savings account
and the
and
sacrifice.
and sacrifice it, and if you budgeted it right, you could have did some fun stuff over that time period too.
That's what I'm trying to do.
But we get into those things that I want this now. I need this now. So instead of paying $100 a month on a trip in a year,
Oh,
or $100 every 2 weeks or something like that for a trip in the next summer, you spent that on $100 a week on a TV or something. You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's different choices to be made there, and what it is that you're going to be you just the alternative is negative to
Yeah,
me, and the fact that we are hopefully have this conversation a little bit more with actual young people, and yeah, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you that to set yourself
there's
up for
there's ways of doing things.
it's ways of doing things, and man, if I had the opportunity to make $20 an hour
Whew.
at a young age while I was going to college or whatever, or just in general, even if after college, I wasn't even making $20 an hour after college, after
Hmm.
masters, grad school, uh, and I had somebody telling me, "Hey, if you save this money and you build up your account and you can make some life changing moves with this money." I'm talking about life changing. If you had $100,000 in your bank account at 22 years old, like, what if our man at Best Buy had $100,000 in his bank account at 24 years old? Um,
Well,
it
I would think that he's working for leisure,
well,
just
not
to
even
add
that,
to it.
not even that. It's you're still going to be working,
Yeah,
but it's going to be much more pleasurable. You're not just working because my car broke down yesterday.
yeah.
You know what I
You're
mean?
behind the eight ball. You don't want that.
Yeah, and usually that's where what we come to, and that's probably one of the reasons, the fear-based reasons why we go into work is because we're not ready to sacrifice, and our school was unorganized, our teachers were unorganized, the whole district was unorganized by whatever. it- they want you to just go into work so you can start paying for things so that they can keep you working. And then you don't go up into the next level because it's hard to go back. It's hard after you get an apartment or move out on your own to go back and channel that money into an education and that time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you working 8 hours to pay for your apartment every day. Like the girl last night, she was like, "Yeah, it's my only day off this month or whatever." Like
And she sounded pitiful about it.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. And the fact is that um that's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you playing golf with their sons and daughters and stuff like that. They don't want you out there playing pickleball at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
They don't want you out there with them. I'm telling you that, like, I see this stuff and I stay quiet about it because, like, it ain't my part. But I'm just like, dang, y'all living a different lifestyle. Y'all must got money in the bank because you out here at 10 o'clock in the morning. You functioning. You out here functioning.
Or
At 10 o'clock on a weekday.
on a weekday during the week. But
Yeah, Friday you
you
had a
have
golf
to,
tournament
and
all week.
this is gonna sound negative, but there's a lot of people that portray what we just depicted, and it is not what they have on the level surface. When you
Well,
get people,
I'm about the white people. Yes, they got it like that.
success is very very keen, and for a long time it was a color barrier. I'll just be honest, because you have multiple generations that are taught certain things, and they push it down to the generation, and then the generation pushed it down, and they also add their own little twist, because not only do they push it down, but then they give you the means to adapt,
Yeah, yeah. They
because 10, 20 years from now we'll still be doing this podcast, but we could be talking about a different kind of success, because as people, the things that we master, we always master to try and get there faster and make it easier. So, with what I'm seeing is the technology, with all this internet stuff and apps, that's to make life easier for you. You got people that are influencers. It doesn't take very much to be an influencer. I may be speaking out of line, but it doesn't. You have to fit a certain criteria. You have to be able to put yourself out there in order to be received. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's like playing the NFL, NBA, professional sports lottery.
Hmm.
Like not a lot of this is my last thing for real, for real. For all you athletes out there, especially basketball players, there has to this date only been around 5,000 NBA players ever,
Keyword is ever.
ever. And you think you're gonna be a part of that? I'm not saying don't try, but I am saying you have to also do something on the side at the same time.
Hmm.
Like take take advantage of the school that you in and learn something. Let them train you to be an accountant. Let them train you to be a teacher. Let them train you to, you ain't got to use it, but like you got to make that connection. You can't just be playing sports all your life, and that's what they want to condition you into, especially the young black males. They want to condition you into being either sports, fitness, and entertainment, right? Jucking jiving for money, and you're trying hard to be chosen. You're trying hard to be chosen. You're working that hard to be chosen by somebody who's going to make money off of you.
Hmm.
And what I'm saying is you got to do extra so that you can not don't have to be dependent on being chosen. Like you can be the chosen one,
That's me.
that's something different.
That's a mentality, people.
That's a mentality, but being chosen is not a fun place to be. I I don't have a great career on paper because people didn't choose me. So now I'm going to get whatever it is I want, because every time I didn't get chosen for a decent job, or my application didn't get selected, or I didn't get chosen for a job that I interviewed for. Um, Now I developed myself through all of that stuff. I read the books later on in life. I was making the connections. I listen to this stuff, read this stuff every single day. I understand where I came from. Like all of the stuff that I read and I listen to was all confirmation of what the stuff that I did up until now was right. It's just a confirmation of what I did was the right way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have the freedom to be able to give back to you and exchange for some money at the same time, and I ain't afraid to say that because I've been giving this knowledge away for free for a long time, but nobody want to listen. So you got to pay for it now.
Yeah,
Now
pay.
I'm that's because that's why I'm saying I'm like this is it. Like this, I don't know what else to do. I can't sit in a school and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this paperwork and connect with a few kids or whatever." Nah, this is way bigger than that. This is a cultural shift of
Mm-hmm.
work hard. This is a work hard movement that is taking over that doesn't have anything to do with protest or race or religion or
Absolutely not.
anything like that. It's a individual thing that has to happen in our community especially. And if there's other ethnicities that are listening to this or watching this,
It
like this
applies
is
to you.
huh?
It applies to you.
It does apply. It applies to
It
everybody. I'm
applies to
just
all.
specific on the groups of people that are affected the most by societal circumstances. And that's my passion. So if I can help you get to another level, um that's what I need to do, and that's what I'm doing, and that's where I know I need to be at. That's why I will put in the work early mornings to go Uber and make the amount of money I need to at least pay my bills so that I can come do this stuff on a regular basis throughout the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can go hash out a video in the middle of the day, or I can do some leisure stuff like like
Mm.
my experiments and stuff. Like so, uh, y the re I need y'all to pay attention. Like, I need y'all to listen to what we're saying. I need y'all even if it don't apply to you, like, you can't be negative, you just have to be open to the possibility of, "Hey, somebody knows something that I don't know." And
that,
that's how I went through my whole life.
that's the
Like,
connection.
I know somebody know that teacher knows something that I don't know, so let them teach me,
Mm-hmm.
and I follow their directions, and I can move on. Like that's added to my repertoire, my skill set, my knowledge base, all of that stuff. Those are the things that you need to be doing throughout your life, but don't get stuck in the matrix. Y'all want to buck the system and attack the system because they not doing this, they not doing that. You giving them all the power, and all you're gonna do is waste opportunity and your life fighting something that's been there since day one.
It's already
It's
established.
already established. Use what you got to make it happen. And that's all I'm saying. I'm done.
Okay. Well, it's a very informative podcast about, the different arenas of success and how you can be there. And the things that I like to say, because that's just how I feel. You don't have to take it as a grain of salt or sand or whatever grains you like, because I don't care. But these are opinions, and sometimes you need to listen to people that have experienced something that you haven't experienced, and then if they care about you, which most people should, then it's passed down and it's designed for you not to fall into the web that they fell into and had to get out of. So it's not gatekeeping, it's not hating or whatever derogatory thing of not helping someone is this time and day, you just have to listen and you have to be open. You have to be open to want to be better and do better. And even though it's an individual race, like we talked about earlier with Michael Jordan and his coaches and his trainers and all that, that is a village that helps one individual be great. Do they get the credit? Of course they do, because the credit is that person that is shining. And Jordans are never going to go away. just, I want to let you know that. Now, LeBrons, there's no retro LeBrons. There's retro Jordans. There's retro Kobe's. But you got to understand that those people were in the same arena. They had the same mindset. I'm not saying LeBron doesn't have the same mindset. He's just from a different.
He ain't done yet.
He's not done. But
I'm sure there's gonna be retros to them too. You don't want to see it, but
no, I
there
do
is.
want to see it.
It's just about making money to them.
Yeah, it's about making money, but the longevity of your influence is what your legacy can be. And LeBron doesn't have to base his legacy on shoes because he's done a lot of stuff. He's done open schools and made movies and remakes of movies that was already made. But he's choosing his own path to make sure that people remember him the way he wants to be depicted, I guess. I'm not saying this very correctly. I had it all planned out in my head. But regardless, do what you need to do to be successful. And if somebody is willing to pull you to the side and say, hey, person, I was in your situation, and it may decipher the situations and the error that it is, but more than likely it's going to apply if that person is going to take you to the side and say, hey, do this, or give you suggestions. It's very good to be observant and to take what am I trying to say?
To take that information and use it.
Take the information and use it, but that's not the word I want. But anyway, you got the gist of what I'm saying. Don't be so close-minded, and don't think people are hating on you because they're trying to tell you a certain way to do things or trying to help you finesse the system, because that's a new word, finesse.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to help y'all do, finesse the system.
Yeah, and he's coming by it honestly. We got a whole podcast of information that we dwell on you and inflict on you on a regular basis, and those things are stuff that you can live by. It's not anything that is going to get you in trouble. And like I said earlier, 10, 20 years from now, if we're still doing a podcast, we could be talking about a different level of success because, as you know, generations come and they go, and it's designed for every generation to do something better than the last or
And
make something better than the last.
And they saying that y'all the dumbest generation that's out there. Y'all dumber than the generation before. That's what they are saying.
That is real crazy.
Yes, that's exactly what they are saying. So that's why I'm so passionate about it. I don't think y'all dumb. I think y'all smart. And they're not blaming your parents. They're not blaming the teachers. I mean, they are to an extent, but they're putting it on you.
Yeah.
They're labeling you as the dumber generation that
the lazy generation.
They're labeling you already, and they're not caring about what your circumstances are and were and how you were taught or whatever, and what we missed out on, or what policies that affected the outcome of this lazy generation or whatever. And I think you're all of those things too. And our generation is some of that too at the same time.
Yeah.
But we were forced to do the things necessary to be successful or to put ourselves in position. And what I'm saying is that you have an opportunity to direct your lives. You are the freest generation of history in history. Especially black people. You are the most free that we've ever been. And then the opportunities to make money and do all of the things are out there right now. But we need people. We still are behind in
Yeah.
the wealth gap. We're still behind in the generational wealth gap. We're still behind in companies that are built by us and for us. Like companies, not clothing brands, not uh anything that we sell entrepreneur wise. I'm talking about companies, like building it from the bottom with hundreds of employees type of
Yeah.
thing,
Our practices.
or practices or things like that. We need y'all to build that stuff. And if you're not taking advantage of just being in school or doing um anything that is going to progress you to be a leader, like I'm gonna call it the lit squad. You know, be a
Okay.
part of the lit squad, leaders in training.
Mm-hmm.
Be and this is what this podcast is about: the being a leader in training, a leader of your own life, which also prepares you to be a leader in your community, which prepares you to be a leader in your home, and all of that stuff. It's leadership. No matter if you're a man, woman, trans, gay, whatever, you're a leader in these areas. You can still treat people kindly. You can
Mm-hmm.
still lead all types of people. You can still go out to dinner with all types of people. Like, you don't have to just be in your community. You can be everywhere. I am everywhere. Like there's no place that I'm not just gonna go. Like, I don't care about people. That's how free we are. Now we just have to put it all together. You guys are to put it all together generation, but y'all don't want to be put it all together because y'all have been conditioned to go into the matrix in every aspect. You hate it, but you are
You're
dependent
benefiting
on
from
it.
it. Yeah. You're
Yeah,
benefiting from it.
yeah, and that's the contract
Yeah.
that they have with you. We're gonna create these people that buy stuff, buy, so our economy runs, and the people that get hurt by it are the people that are the minorities in this country, and
That's right.
the people at the bottom
Yeah.
of the social economic pyramid, and we need to combat that with a strategy. And I got the strategy. It's work hard, and work hard movement is what we doing. Lit squad,
Yeah.
holler.
We in the building
Where we need to be, all the way up.
all the way and committed to excellence. Oh yeah,
Play
I
my
like it.
theme music, baby.
Hit it.
I go hard. Try to knock me down, you can't count me out. Work hard. No days off, I don't get no sleep. I go hard. I won't lose, you won't lose, you won't lose. How to execute, ain't no limit to my greatness, so waiting on you to work hard. My mind focused, I'm motivated, I'm prepared to beat that charge.